What's up, guys? I'm about to share one of my favorite recipes with you. And it's a chicken thigh recipe, very simple, literally 5 ingredients, all common ingredients. And one of the things I like about the chicken thighs, especially for grilling, is that there's just a little more fat, a little more juice. And I don't mean the chewy fat like when you're like eating a ribeye steak, for example, but just the texture of the meat is really nice and just works so much better on the grill than with a chicken breast. I mean, the chicken breasts tend to dry out, and I'm just not a fan. I do love chicken breast, but not on the grill. So try this recipe out. I hope you enjoy it. It's very simple, very fast. The chicken I use in the recipe is boneless chicken thighs from Lucky's. You know, they claim they have natural chicken. It's not organic, unfortunately. But you know, you gotta eat what you can afford, and chicken thighs are an excellent option, especially if you're feeding a family. So enjoy. Hope you like it. Hey guys, Rod here. I've got a great recipe I want to share with you. I made this recently for my family, and I was blown away not only by how simple it was, how easy it was, but also it was probably their favorite meal that I've prepared in a long time. So we're gonna start out. See, I've got some chicken thighs here. Coconut oil, and then we'll go through the spices right after. First thing I want you to do, we're gonna grease up this baking sheet. Now this is to get the chicken kind of coated with oil on both sides. Little trick that I like to do when I'm preparing meat. Just a little bit of oil will really get the spices to stick. So I'm gonna open up my chicken thighs. I'm gonna get them on here, and I'm just gonna rub that oil on the pan. Just a little bit, doesn't take much. Now what I've got here is about 3 pounds of chicken thighs. We like to make a little extra, have some leftovers from lunch. So I'm just smuttering that on. Big one here. Now you want to get this chicken with the smooth side up. You can see there's kind of rough, gristly side, and then there's the smooth side. You want the smooth side up for the seasoning. Okay, so I've got coconut oil on the bottom of the thighs from the pan. Now what I've done is I've just heated up in a glass container some coconut oil in a small dish. What I'm going to do is I'm going to brush some coconut oil on the top of all the thighs. The first time I tried this, I thought that the heat from the grill would just melt it off, and then I would lose the spices as well. But that's not the case. It actually made it very delicious. Added a nice flavor to the chicken thighs. So I'm just using a nice little brush here, coating it on nice and thick. Okay, so there's that. I'm gonna keep my brush out later for the sauce if you choose to use a barbecue sauce at the end. Okay, this is where it gets simple, right? So all I've got is coconut oil on here so far, nice and easy. I'm gonna take some Himalayan sea salt. I'm just gonna sprinkle that on nice and thick. I like to be pretty generous with my sea salt, so you don't want to get too carried away, just enough to cover the meat. Okay. Then I've got some smoked paprika. I think this is really the key. You can use regular paprika, it works just fine. I like the flavor of the smoked paprika just a little bit better. So I'm gonna be just enough to cover the meat. Not too crazy. Just sprinkling it on. No real measurement. Hi, Caroline. Say hi. Now I've got some garlic powder. And just nice and easy. Not measuring anything. We're just doing what feels right. Then just some regular crushed black pepper. If you don't have crushed black pepper, that's fine. Just use regular black pepper. Okay, so what a trick when seasoning any meat that I think a lot of people don't do, it's really easy, is to mash the meat down. Just to make sure your seasoning sticks on the grill. And, you know, the oil's kind of, when the coconut oil meets the cold meat, it kind of forms a little film. So just mashing that in, I think really helps the flavor stay on the meat when you throw it on the grill. Okay, now I'm going to flip over, just hit the other sides. Okay. Okay, now I'm gonna same seasoning on the other side. Okay guys, just got the meat on the grill. It's nice and hot, probably about 400 degrees. I like to get it very hot, but then I'll turn it down when I put the meat on. I don't want to burn my meat, but also I like to flip the meat a lot, quite often. A lot of people don't believe in that philosophy. They like to cook the meat evenly, cook it 5 minutes, flip it, cook it on the other side, pull the meat off. I find that I burn the meat a lot more often when I do that, and I want to keep turning it to avoid burning. So be right back to flip them, guys. Alright guys, right here, nighttime mode. You can see that the chicken's just about ready to come off. And I told you earlier that I would only cook the chicken for 4 to 5 minutes each side, which is normally the goal. Unfortunately, I ran out of propane, so my neighbor was kind enough to share her tank. So thanks, Vanessa. Yeah, so what I'm going to do is, you can see I'm turning these quite a bit, and I'm making sure I don't burn them. It gets kind of tricky close to the end, so I'm going to keep turning them. Now I'm going to add some paleo-friendly barbecue sauce. Paleo-friendly barbecue sauce is tough to find, so if you do, stock up. Most of them contain, sugar added, and little sugar added barbecue sauce isn't the worst thing in the world, but when you're really trying to keep it strict, you want to find one that's sweetened with molasses, some kind of fruit. This particular one is made by Snyder Farms. It's sweetened with molasses and cherry juice. So I'm just going to brush on the barbecue. think these guys are ready to go, so I'm just gonna pull them off. I like to use these flat baking sheets because I can flip them over and use the other side as a plate. Nice little cleanup hack for you. I'm using one dish instead of dirtying a whole serving plate. And these are all ready. Bring these boys in. Bam. There you go. There's a meal. Nice, healthy, delicious. But cool thing about this is it took maybe 15 minutes and it cost less than $10 for all this meat and all the ingredients. So there you go. Hope you enjoy.